Then get a ladder up here. And the intended way basically. That. So now the very small skip, but basically you can jump on this log from here. It's not too bad, but yeah, as I said, if you have the doxies chasing you, you kind of want to do it fast because they can hit you when you're in this ledge grab animation, which is really bad because you will just fall in the water and yeah, just die. So yeah, it's up to you. And yeah, as I said, you can also kill the doxies, it's up to you. So cast on this bush, cast Flipendo. You can jump on this log while it's moving. Let's see a little bit. It's really precise, but you can skip getting hit by both of those bushes. Well, it's not really precise, but it's kind of tricky. Yeah. It's not too bad if you get hit, and like, yeah, you're gonna slide like that anyways. Yeah. Same for this guy, it's just, yeah. So here, another cutscene where you want to backwalk. So here, you hold backward until the level loads, and then you can release it. It'll speed up this cutscene by like 2-3 seconds. So here you can either kill this doxy or completely ignore it. I recommend to kill him because sometimes it can get stuck and it will like try to chase you on the final cutscene of this level because it can come back to the start of the level. But yeah, it's up to you if you want to play it risky or not. This doxy, you can completely ignore it, it's no big deal. Just get a light grab on here. I usually get the frog here, I don't know if it's really necessary, but it doesn't really lose much time. Try to avoid the snails. Get a light grab here. Cast Flipendo on these gears. Get a light trap here. You can skip this ledge grab by jumping kind of close to this wall. Saves one ledge grab basically. Here, cast on this log. Careful, because again, you can get a super jump here, so don't jump, just run off, and then jump here. Cast on this rock, and cast on this rock. Okay, so that's also why you want to leave at least one doxy alive. So something I didn't talk about in Incendio. But basically, if you leave one doxy alive, you can cast the last spell that you've cast without actually having a target. So here the last spell that I cast was Flipendo. And because I left one doxy alive, I can just cast it without actually having a target. Which is useful here, because normally with the normal range you cannot cast at this fire seed plant. You have to watch the cutscene instead, and then you can cast on it. But with this thing you can just cast on the bush, and then while the fire seed are while you have to wait for the fire seed to cool down, you're just watching the cutscene, so it saves a little bit. and you actually don't even have to wait for the pharmacy to cool down because they're done after you finish the cutscene. And this is also another cutscene where you want to backwalk into it. It saves a little bit. So again, you can either cast on this, turn around, or cast on this and do the thing I talked about earlier again.
Det må være en ildfrøplante. Gygrid sa jeg måtte passe meg for de glovarme frøene.
Alright, so this Doxy, I recommend you to kill him because he, so you can skip this Doxy but you have to run left like that to make sure he's gonna go far enough. And here he shouldn't chase you, yeah. But if you just run right away, like close to him like that, and just skip him, he's gonna follow you for quite long. That here is still chasing me. So yeah, either kill him or do this thing. It's up to you. Should be, yeah, it's following me. Here you want to try to get a ledge grab from you. So that you just get instantly the insta climb. If you get that animation, it's like very slightly slower, but it's no big deal. Make sure you actually hold forward during this, because sometimes you can just like, if you just jump and don't hold the input, sometimes Harry just won't grab the ledge and you'll just fall off. It's very rare, but like it can happen, so just hold forward. And here, just jump immediately, you get the insta climb that way. You follow the arrow, just go here, cast on the boulder. Here you can avoid any ledge grab by jumping at the very right of these rocks, like that. If you jump left like that, you'll most likely get a ledge grab you. Here, if you walk very close to these plants, like that, if you're like right here, they can't hit you. But yeah, make sure you hug them very closely. Here you can avoid that one by walking close to the wall. Then same thing for this one, hug it very closely, and then go towards the wall. So here again, because we have the Doxy storage, you can again abuse that flip handle thing, and you can cast on this rock, even though they're normally out of range. This is also why you want to keep at least one Doxy alive. It saves a little bit the rest of the slope. Left, cast this rock. So here this cutscene, backwalk into it, it saves like 2-3 seconds. Or like when you enter the hut, backwalk. This entire thing. Okay. This is Quidditch. Quidditch is pretty simple. So here you don't actually want to hold acceleration the entire time. When you're close to the snitch, just like try to stay close from it. So like that, stop holding acceleration, and here I usually just tap acceleration a couple times. So yeah. And how Quidditch works, basically, so the patterns for the snitch are always the same for the 2 match we do in this run. And if you take too long to grab the snitch, you'll have to grab it again, I think. Yeah. So yeah, if you fail at grabbing it, you'll have to grab it again. And if you... So you grab the snitch by pressing spacebar when it's close to your hand. And if you fail at grabbing it 3 times, you have to grab it again. So yeah, just look at where the snitch is and just grab it when it's close from you. Sometimes it can literally troll you and never go towards your hand, and it's bad. Yeah, also this cutscene, hold backward before this cutscene starts, and speeds up, it speeds up this cutscene, basically. So, yeah, hold backward before this level starts. Here to climb the stairs. It's slightly faster to jump on this railing than actually climbing the stairs normally. Saves about a second. So you can do that if you want to. Another cutscene where you want to backwalk into, so turn around or do this. Saves a little bit. So last spell drawing, Lumos. Those are basically the same lines that on Flipendo. So yeah, again, draw it once, then fail it. Cast the gargle. Get close to this switch, cast on it, and then cast on the other one, because you have to wait for this gate to open, so it's better to cast on this switch. So pretty much every single gargle, when you cast at it, there's a cutscene, and like I think all of them you want to backwalk before the cutscene starts, because it will speed up the camera. This one. Same for this one. You can just tap back once if you want to. You don't actually have to like hold backward and stuff. You can just type it once. You actually, it feels like you can skip the sledge route, but you actually can't. So it's better if you don't jump too late, otherwise you'll get again this dumb animation. If you jump early, you can just climb it straight away. It's slightly faster. Same thing for this gargoyle. Tap back once. We'll speed up this cutscene. Guard him on this block. Place it. Cast on the gargle and then backwalk. Again, it saves time for this gargle as well. So, yeah, pretty much every single gargoyle. Jump here. Alright, so here the intended way is to cast at this gargoyle and then a Lumos platform pops up. I don't know if it's always here. No, actually not. It appears after. But yeah, a Lumos platform appears, then you cast on this gargoyle and cast on the other one. But you can speed it up. There's a little trick where so basically you just run against the gargoyle like that, then you tap back once, and then you turn around, and you try to be facing the other gargoyle, and then you can just. Oh, I was a little bit too close. So tap back twice, I guess, like that. Should work, hopefully. Yeah, like that, and then you can just cast this gargoyle from you. Saves a little bit. Jump on this platform, careful, because you cannot grab that, so make sure not to jump through it. So yeah, you don't have to cast on this gargoyle, you can literally just make this jump like that. Alright, kill this Doxy. So after you cast on this gargoyle, there's going to be a cycle with the Lumos platform that you want to catch. It's a really easy cycle to get, it's really not hard. Make sure to backwalk again, because it speeds up this cutscene right here. So yeah, this is, show it. So basically this is the Lumos platform that you normally spawn by casting on this gargoyle near the door. And it's actually always here, so you can just jump on it like that. Right, so yeah, as I said, this Lumos platform is on a cycle. Want to try to catch the fastest one, which is really not hard. Cast on this Doxy. And make sure you cast on him, because otherwise he can follow you and hit you during cutscene, which is very bad. Cast on this door. You can actually move during this cutscene, so yeah, hold backward a bit and then stop, otherwise you're just gonna fall down, die. And here I should be fast enough for the cycle. Yeah, see here. Very easy cycle. If you're slightly too late, sometimes you'll have to ledge grab the platform, which loses it a little bit, but it's not too bad. Here cast on this gargoyle and backwalking in. It's faster. And here you have to wait for this platform to come towards you. So there is no way to speed this up. So it's fine if you jump a little bit too early here, because you can actually grab this platform right here. So yeah. And again, same thing here, don't spellcast, because it deloads the cutscene. Actually failed it. So yeah, don't spellcast here. Oops. Just run towards the cutscene. Actually something, there's a really small chance that so the last Doxy we killed, there's a really small chance that this Doxy runs, or like when it because basically when a Doxy dies, it it kind of flies towards like a kind of random spot, and sometimes if you're really unlucky, it'll fly through this cutscene and completely deload it. It's very unlikely, but yeah, that's a possibility. So yeah, if it happens, then yeah, you're screwed. And there's no way to save it, unfortunately. But yeah, if you arrive here and just see that the cutscene randomly is in here, then yeah, that means you got that, and you got lucky.
I neste time har vi eliksirer. Det ser ut som vi er sent ute alt.
Walk to potions.
Jeg Dag. Du kommer for sent, Potter.
So here you don't have to walk around the cauldron, you can just get a very, very small hyper jump like that, and just jump over the cauldron.
Det der må være askrot.
Whoops. I wanted to show, but basically, yeah, when you're on this bridge, hold back, because it speeds up the cutscene of the bridge falling down a little bit.
Lurer på om Slur lurte meg.
Make sure to grab the save book, because you can actually softlock during this section.
Nintendo.
Cast this block twice, and then cast it twice again from here.
Nintendo.
Same thing for this block. Cast it 3 times here.
Nintendo.
Jump over here. And this is where you can softlock. So this block, sometime you'll cast it in, but it won't move. We're not sure why, but yeah. Drop here. So here it's better if you just run immediately. It's not worth it to do that because you're so close from the ledge that jumping would give you this really stupid animation, so just run against it. Like that.
Etter det her min.
Cast the switch from here, then jump on the platform. So here, cast on the switch as soon as you can. Here. Jump on this platform. And jump on this one. Jump here, land on this platform, cast a Lumira first, and then turn around and cast the switch. Because you have the momentum of this platform, your jump is gonna go a little bit further, because you'll have the speed of this moving platform plus your actual jump. So you don't actually have to wait until the block is like right here to jump. Grab the save book if you want to. You can cast the switch from this platform, saves a little bit. Yeah, you want to go kind of fast, because, oops. Wanted to show it off, but I forgot I didn't do any save state. So you can fail casting at it once, but not twice, I think. Oh, you can actually fail it twice. Maybe not 3 times. Yeah, you can fail it more. Interesting. Can you actually save it? Wow, okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, so you can actually save it even if you fail it 3 times. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. You just die if you don't. Oh, okay, so you literally cannot die. Interesting. Nice. Great, okay. But yeah, just try to cast at this switch. Kinda really jump on this platform again, because you have the momentum of this moving platform. You can jump a little bit earlier. If you don't like it, don't do it, because you can also bump on this wall, which is really bad. Cast this, cast on the switch, and again, you have a little bit of momentum from this platform, so you can jump slightly earlier. Here is a small cutscene with with the bloody burn.
Nei, det er blodbaron.
Yeah, fun fact, if you actually jump into the bloody burn, it can't hit you, so it's fun. So cast first on this node, then this one. You want to try to cast on both of them before you actually hit the trigger of them moving around, which is about here. Then cast on this guy, cast on this guy, cast on this guy, and cast on this guy.
Det der synes jeg ikke bark.
It's better if you don't cast too early at that block, because if you cast too early, you won't really be able to see anything. So just wait a little bit and cast on it. That. Then cast on this block, place it on this platform, cast on this block, and place it on the other platform. Alright, so here you want to make sure you're holding forward when the next level loads. And basically now this platform, they won't move at all. And yeah, you basically can just make it like that. So yeah, if you're not holding forward like that, this happened. So yeah. Make sure you're actually holding forward. So here again, if you want to save a little bit, you don't want to jump too late to not get this very small animation of Harry like in the ledge ram animation but not actually claiming. If you jump like a little bit earlier, you'll immediately grab the ledge, which is very slightly faster. Oh, okay. Almost jumped too early. So this gargoyle, same thing again, you want to have the backwalk animation, so as soon as you land here, tap back once, and then cast it. Don't hold it, because you're just gonna fall down if you do so, but yeah, just type it once like that, that's enough. Jump on this platform, this one you don't have to jump on it, you can just run off like this. And I don't think you can skip this ledge grab, so yeah. Just run off to get the ledge grab. Yeah. Actually, wait, where's the hitbox? Kinda curious. Yeah, I don't think you can skip the ledge grab. So, yeah, just run off. Here I usually jump on this ledge, then run off here, and I casted this one from here, and then jump from here. So here, pretty easy cycle to get. You just turn around and jump on this platform, then jump and get the ledge grab. It looks hard, but it's really simple. Might as well show it, because I think it's kind of fun. But you can actually skip this last ledge grab, but it's incredibly stupid. Yeah, like that. Well, I got it first try, but trust me, it's a really stupid jump. Don't go for it. I just showed it, because I thought it was fun. I guess grab the save book in case, because it's possible that you die on the next section. It's very unlikely though, it's pretty simple. This one was here. So in 90% we would normally boost up here, but it's glitchless, we have to wait. And jump here. You can grab this ledge, so don't be too scared of jumping a little bit too early. Cast on this gargoyle. So if you time your jump good, you can actually skip this ledge grab that I just got. You have to jump like kinda early. If you fail it, it's not too bad. So here you want to try to land on this block and go at the edge of this block, and from here you can cast at it and yeah, push it that way. You don't have to go down and cast at it basically, but yeah, you want to make sure you're at the edge, otherwise it won't work. And just jump here, get a light grab. Oh yeah, if you jump like right after you cast at it, it makes this jump right here, from here to this platform easier, because you have the, again, you have the momentum of the block. Like that. But yeah, again, if you fail it, like it's not a hard jump at all. So make sure to not jump here, because you can get this thing, which is allowed. So don't jump here.
For sent igjen. Jeg ser
And
at
done
jeg
with
har
potions.
brukt timen uten det.
Harry, hun trenger hjelp. Du må prøve å redde henne med en gang.
And now we are approaching Troll.
Harry, hva er denne veien, Harry?
You can just follow the bean, or if you wanna like save a couple frames, you can just like stay at the middle like that, and just do this jump, or not this one. Yeah, for example here, instead of following the bean, you can just do that, but it like saves frames at this point, so feel free not to do it, you can just follow the bean. You can actually clip through the floor here if you're very unlucky. That's kind of rare though. Right, so the fight with Troll. You can cast at the object it throws, like super early like that. You can only do that for the first health, because when he starts throwing the objects faster, it's almost impossible to snipe them. So yeah, as soon as you fail casting at one of the objects, start aiming about here. And yeah, just do the fight basically. Don't spam this, because if you just spam it like that, you'll get hit like 90% of the time. So it's better if you just aim like that and time it, and then just release the spell. So another Quidditch match.
Harry hadde en mistanke, men vi hadde ikke mye tid til å spille.
So again, the pattern is always the same. On this one you can actually get really unlucky, and if the opponent hits you while you try to grab the snitch, you'll be stuck for a couple seconds. That wasn't the case here, which is good. And so again, always the same pattern, so don't worry. Alright, so coming up is probably the hardest level of this room.
Det lå en lapp sammen med kappen. Harry prøvde å være forsiktig, Harry. Med Norbert trykt inn pakken,
Bilge,
så
it can be kind of tricky, so you can just skip having to wait for Filch to like walk, basically. If you run like that, you're most likely gonna get caught. So if you jump, you have like more time to avoid failure, basically. So yeah, just jump like this, and you're done. So here, if you're really fast and also in like kinda, so like, because basically you can cast a death switch immediately. If you're fast enough and if you cast at the right time. Because if you cast too early like that, you'll just fail it. It's a really precise cast though, because basically if you fail it, like that, the spell just went through Filch and Filch blocks the spell. So it's a pretty difficult cast. So if you fail it, just casting it it's no big deal. Damn, I failed it again. Okay, there we go. And yeah, this cutscene, you also want to backwalk into it, so after you cast at the switch, tap back once and it's enough. Speeds up this small cutscene right here. Right. Make sure you're past this lamp right here, because if you cast too early on this switch, Filch will catch you, which is not cool. Then try to walk kinda close from him so that he runs for you. And as soon as you hit this bookcase, it's gonna stop chasing you. So just run against this bookcase and then you can just walk to the further room, which is the hardest room of Filch. Right, so I'll try to show the easy and hard strats. So I'll show the hard strats first. So you just run up here, cast on the door, backwalk against this wall here. So yeah, basically you cast on the door, you backwalk against the wall so that Filch doesn't catch you, and then you tap back, you cast on the switch, and then you tap back one more time to get the to speed up the cutscene. So like that, cast on the door, go against the wall, cast on the switch, backwalk, and try to turn around if you can. Then here you can just run like that. Cast on the bookcase. You can either do this hyper jump. I find it kind of awkward. Sometimes you can just fail it and land into Filch, which is really bad. And it barely saves any time. Instead, you can just run here and here. So yeah, get a ledge up here, cast this switch. And basically here, so hard strat is, or like fastest strat is to fall right in front of Filch, and while you're like in the falling animation, or like right before you're about to land on the ground, you want to hold back so that Filch doesn't catch you. And then you want to jump from here to here, cast on the door, and then try to cast on the switch, like that. Yeah, it's pretty tricky. I'll try to explain it one more time with a better save date. Oops. Whoops. Alright, so yeah. Right before you land on the ground, like that, start holding back. I wasn't close enough. It's not like very precise, like if you're here, he's like not gonna catch you. If you're like right here, he might catch me. Yeah. So yeah, like right in front of the bookcase is where you wanna land. If you just run like that, he's gonna run for you. So you can't just run, you actually have to jump. But you can actually run like that. Interesting. Oh, okay. So yeah, don't run. just when you're here, you just jump like this, and then you cast on the door. It's better if you aim for the switch. So after you cast on the door, it's better if you aim for the switch because and like wait till you can actually target it and then cast on it. Because if you fail casting on this switch, Filch will actually catch you. Like you can, well, like you can't cast on this switch twice. Is what I'm trying to say. Because here, let's say I fail it once, I try one more time, and Filch is just gonna catch me. So yeah, if you fail casting at that switch, just stop like that. You can actually try to cast this switch from here. It's kinda annoying because most of the time Filch will block your spells, but it's not too bad. Then yeah, backwalk right after you hit the switch, or like tap back once. It will speed up the cutscene right after, so like that. And go here, climb the bookcase. Very small optimization, but basically you can land on this to skip this ledge grab. It's kinda annoying because the hitbox for this thing is kinda big. But yeah, just jump on it like that and then you skip the ledge grab. If you don't like it, you can just jump to this bookcase and then get the ledge grab. And yeah, you also want to be careful because if you fail it, you land right into Filch, which is bad. And if you're fast enough, you'll make the cycle, or Filch gets stuck here. Because if you're too slow, try to show what happens. That should be slow enough. Okay. So if you're too slow, Filch will go right in front of this door like that, which is bad because then you have to wait for him. You can make this cycle even if you don't go for that ledge trap skip that I just did. So feel free not to do it if you don't like it. Cast on this switch, backwalk again. It's slightly faster. Basically all the switch that you cast at in this level you want to backwalk right after you cast on them. Saves a little bit. Oops. Same for this gargle. Yeah, if you want to go for the ledger up skip here, it's a lot safer because Filch is not going to be in the way. So yeah, it's up to you. Cast the gargle. You can cast at it from like right here. You don't have to go like extremely close. And then yeah, backwalk to get or to speed up this cutscene. Here, cast on this switch from above, then you can just fall down. Then you cast on this gargle and tap back again once, it will speed up this cutscene. You don't actually have to backwalk after you cast on this switch, it doesn't speed up anything. But yeah, make sure you do it for this gargle. And get the light from here. Here you don't have to jump on this platform, you can just run up. Alright, so here I'm gonna show an incredibly dumb strat that you shouldn't go for at all. I don't even go for it myself because it's insanely hard. But basically you can make this jump right here. And get a ledge grab on this platform. It's insanely precise and it's... I don't know if it's a frame perfect jump, but it's very close to you. Like the annoying thing about this jump is that you can't really see the hitbox of the Lumos platform. Like the hitbox of the Lumos platforms are like really bad. Just want to get that jump at least once to show it. Then I'll show the other struts. There are 2 different struts other than this one. And I'm really bad at it. And it's also very hard. Damn it. Okay, 2 more tries. 1 more try. Okay, whatever. But yeah, you can make that jump. It's possible. It's just very stupid. Alright, so other strats. So also make sure. Okay, this ledge grab is a pain in the ass because basically if you grab it too far left like that, you can't actually grab the ledge because this game is very well done. You want to grab it at the middle like that. You don't want to grab it too far right because if you get pushed like that, you'll get a ledge clip like that, and this is not allowed. So be very careful about that one because yeah, if you get this ledge clip, your run is invalid. Like that. So yeah. So now, I'll show the easy strat first. You just jump on this Lumos platform, jump here, and then cast on the gargle and tap back once. It saves a little bit because this cutscene. Then you just, yeah, walk on the Lumos platform and yeah, just do the jump. Now, slightly harder, or like, yeah, like pretty difficult strat. Especially because it's glitchless. Grab it, this in glitchless is kind of annoying. Basically, you want to try to, when you grab the sledge, run against this thing, and then try to be like really close from the edge like that, so that you can jump, tap back a little bit, and then you can grab the sledge that way. Like that. Then once you're here, yeah, like you want to stand basically about here, and then aim for the blue bean like that, and jump like pretty much as late as possible, and you can make this ledge grab. It's really tough though when you first start off. It's not like an extremely hard jump for like advanced runners, but for beginners it's like kind of tricky. Also because you can bump on this pillar, and if you bump on him it's basically GG. So yeah, kind of precise. You can do whatever you want. This run only saves 7 seconds over running and casting in the gargle. So yeah. Here, jump. Cast on this door. There's a kinda hard trick, I guess, coming up, so, well, you can also do the easy method, but yeah, you can grab that save book if you want to, doesn't really lose much. In case you die. Jump on these platforms. Alright, so here, as soon as you jump from this platform to this one, it'll trigger Filch. And so basically the fastest way to do that is to immediately jump up here, then you go left, and you can cast the flip and the switch from here. You have to be really fast though, because if you make any mistake, like for example here, let's say I take my time, like that. Yeah, feels sinfully, and you can also slide. So yeah, if you don't like that strat, you can Just get a letter up here and wait for Filch. He can actually hear you from like really far away, so you have to wait quite long until you can actually walk and do this thing. Cast on this switch. I don't think backwalking here saves any time, so you don't have to do it, I think. Right, so here, if you just run immediately, you'll get a small cutscene with Peeves. Actually, a pretty long one. You can skip that by jumping on the bridge, and you have to walk kind of close from the edge like that. Yeah, it's not extremely difficult, but yeah, you have to be kind of close from the edge like that. Then you cast on one of the pots. Actually, what happens if you do that? Can you even cast on this pot? I'm curious. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, walk kinda close from the edge, cast on one of the pot. Make sure you enter this tower with the backwalk animation. This one saves a lot. It's like 9 seconds. So yeah, make sure you backwalk and enter in here. Alright. Here you can skip having to wait for Filch to go next to the door, and also skip a really long cutscene with Mrs. Norris. I'll show it. Like that. You can skip that thing by basically jump and hold back so you land on the bridge. And then you really don't want to be too close because Filch can easily catch you when you're on the bridge. Oh no. Just reload the level. Yeah, Filch can easily catch you, so make sure you walk close to the edge. Then you can just cast on the door and skip the entire cutscene. Yeah, that's the thing of this version. Filch gets stuck here. Not sure why. Yeah. Alright, so 2 different strats here. The easy one is to go this way, like that. And then you can just skip Filch this way. Harder strats, which saves like, I believe 2 to 3 seconds. There's actually 2 ways to do that hard strat. So the fastest way is like this, then you just run like that. It can be kind of it can be kind of tricky because basically if you like bump on this wall, there's a very high chance that Filch catches you. Easiest way to do that, which is what I do because it barely loses any time, is you walk here and then you walk this way. Filch will just stop as soon as you go behind the 2 bookcase, and then you can just run like that, and you have like enough time to make it. So like this and like this. Yeah. Classic Filch on the European version. So here, also you wanna try to still walk kind of close, because basically, ideally, you want Filch to get stuck, because you want Filch to get stuck like right here, because there is like a sort of invisible wall. Because if you walk too far left, like this, he's gonna follow you, and he can catch you when casting at the door. So try to walk kinda close to this wall to make sure he gets stuck. You cast this door. Backwalk to this cutscene. Or like, yeah, get the backwalk animation. It saves about 4 seconds. Alright, here, next skip. So if you don't want to do that, you can do... I can't do that. If you don't want to go for it, you can go here. And cast on this bookcase. You have to watch this very long cutscene, which is annoying. And yeah. So instead, what you can do is jump on the table. I really recommend. I really don't recommend to jump from here because here, as you can see, you can get a super jump when doing this, which again kills your run. Try to shut off if I can, like that. So yeah. Instead, what you can do is jump from right here. So basically, you want to stand between these two bench and aim for about here. Nice noise. You want to aim for this book right here, this white book, kind of. And then you just jump and try not to be bad. I think I jumped slightly too early. And you want to jump kind of light for this jump. Like that. It's not an extremely hard trick, but it can be annoying. Oops. Like that. Not like that. Like this. There we go. Here you can either jump from here to here, or jump at the very edge of this bookcase. It's very slightly faster. There's also pretty big chance that you get a light drum on this. It's up to you. Here I usually jump and get a sliding ledge grab till I get till this lamp blocks me. It just puts me in the same position every time for the next trick. So here you can either do this thing, where you jump here, jump here, jump here, then get a ledge grab here. Or you can do this thing, you land on this bookcase and get the ledge grab here. Or you can do the fastest way, which is a little bit annoying, but basically you aim this angle, you jump and then hold double right like that, so that you land on this thing. It says one ledge grab and a little bit of turning with the camera. Here, just walk here and get an hyper jump on the stairs. It saves having to walk down here. Oh wait, where is this? Okay. Here you want to wait until the camera is close to you, because if you cast immediately, it will miss the cast. So wait a little bit until the camera gets close to you, like this, then you can cast another one. Alright, so here. So this door right here is normally not here on the US version, but that's fine because we can skip one spot, because basically we have to open this door, but then we won't have to open this door right here, which we normally have to on the US. So it saves a little bit, or yeah, that basically doesn't lose time over the US version. So, you don't want to cast too early, because it will close the door and then you're soft locked, which is really bad. So you want to cast about here. So here there's a line on the ground. It's kind of hard to see it. Right here, that's where you want to cast. Right here. Then you'll... Yeah, you want to hold forward right after that, and you'll kind of clip through the door. That's still too early, wow. Okay, so I guess from second line? Okay, yeah. So yeah, just cast at it from this second line right here. Like this. And then now when you After you watch a cutscene of the mirror, you won't have to cast on this door again. So yeah, like this. Backwalk into this cutscene, it saves like 3-4 seconds.
Wow.
And backwalk on this cutscene, it saves 2 seconds.
Speilbildet Harry stirret hans bak, så du så han forklarte, men verket speilet blir snart men forberedt på hva? Tenkte han.
Nice lighting finish. And nice neck, what the fuck? Wait, why is he here? What the hell? Okay, sure. Alright, so here, just cast a little more here. So jump here. So you have to like, get a light drop anyway, so it's better if you jump here than having to go all the way here. Yeah, you can save like a couple frames if you manage to cast on this door and then fall down while casting on it. Fell it. Bad. It's actually pretty precise. Like that. It, like, pretty much doesn't save any time, but yeah. It's like frames. Backwalk into this cutscene, it saves a second. Alright, so here, it's actually kind of tough to make this cycle. You have to be kind of fast. So, yeah, just cast from like when you're on this like block, sort of, on the ground. That's when you want to cast. And then when the block is like halfway on, or like almost on the platform, you can already release it. Sometimes the block will decide to like, yeah, go back on the ground for whatever reason. But yeah. So you want to be careful, because if you do that part like really fast, Norris will usually try to follow you. That wasn't the case here. If she follows you, try to go like really, try to hug the wall kind of like that. And she'll just ignore you. Oh, it's not good. Norris, please. She's still behind me? Yes, of course. I'm just gonna reload the save. Interesting. Actually, something worth mentioning, you want to be really careful during that section, because there's a glitch that's exclusive to the European version. Let's see if I can get it. Okay. I think Harry just doesn't get it. Okay, whatever. Basically, sometime when you cast Wingardium on Wingardium block, Harry will just start to cast Wingardium twice on the block. And you can easily hear that because like Harry starts saying like Wingardium like multiple times, and he's like win. So if you hear that, wait, where am I? Okay, so if you hear that, just release the block immediately, because if you place the block when you have that glitch, Harry will cast again on the block and you'll self-lock. So yeah. Cool. Please. Yeah, the cycle are messed up because I skipped the cutscene with debug mode, but usually Filch will either go towards the entrance of this area or it will get stuck here for whatever reason. You want to be careful if he gets stuck because he can follow you and it's bad. Right. So make sure to backwalk here because this cutscene is slightly faster if you backwalk into it. Then you just cast on the pod like that. And go here. This cutscene, make sure you backwalk into it, it saves 9 seconds again. Don't go forward because it will bring you to like Fred and George, like secrets thingy, and it's like very slow. Instead, just run around the elevator and then go down the stairs. Here, I usually jump and turn around because this very small cutscene is slightly faster if you hold back during it. It barely saves any time, but yeah.
Hermine, Ronny og ikke rart
Cutscenes, because it's fun.
hadde hentet i Flirgodt. Inneholdt
Slur har opp, men ikke snakk. Men humles, det må bety at det er i natt det skal skje. Hva med natt? Vi får bare ta risken da. Det ser ut som natt. Kom, skal vi dit?
Right. Yeah. Just walk forward.
Denne veien, Harry.
Here, make sure again that you backwalk in this cutscene and also save 9 seconds. So yeah, if you want to be safe, just turn. Right, so here, Fluffy, he has 3 faces, basically a very slow one, a semi-slow one, and a fast one. So you want to start with the slow phase, so this is the slow phase, this is the semi-slow phase, and this is the fast one. So you want to start with the slowest one. It's completely random where the slowest phase is. It can be left, middle, or right, so you just have to go here and then look where the slow phase is. Yeah. If Fluffy hits you, just like release left mouse click and press it again, it will skip the damage animation like that. Here, again, European exclusive glitch. If you play the flute during that cutscene, you can get a multitask, which is obviously not allowed. Wait, actually, what happened to do that? I think that's a self-log. Or not. Interesting. But yeah, don't play the flute during this, because it gives you a multitask and it's not allowed. So what happens? Oh, you can't actually solve. Interesting. Okay, well, whatever. Alright, Devil Snare. Oh yeah, actually, hold backward when you start Devil Snare, because it will speed up the cutscene at the beginning and also the cutscene at the end. So yeah, make sure to hold backward. So the fastest way to do this is hold right and keep and spam jump until you're actually jumping. Stop holding it. It puts you in position to cast another money. You need 5 casts per character, so 5 casts for money and 5 casts for run. And then you're done. Right, more flying. This one is kind of annoying because it turns at one point, but it's like same idea than the Quidditch matches. And the pattern is always the same. So as soon as you see the key, just turn. And yeah, it turns right here, so make sure not to accelerate too much. And try to stay kind of close from it. And just catch it. Exactly same idea than Quidditch matches. Yes, run. Oh, actually, wait, hang on. I think it might be faster to backwalk in this at the start of this level as well. I think it speeds up the cutscene at the very end. Please. Just let me check real quick. Oh, I actually can't skip that. Well, I don't know if it made any difference. Whatever. I guess just hold backward in case. Alright, chess. It has one skip, which we do in 90%, and also in Glitchless. It's a very difficult trick. It says 17 seconds if you get it first try, but it's really, really difficult. It's probably the second hardest skip of the Glitchless category. But basically the idea is that you want to see, like right here, it's kind of hard to show it that way, hang on. I'll do this thing. Alright, so right here, this sort of corner, I guess. You want the left side of Harry's head to basically be touching this corner right here. Once you've done that, you basically want to hold forward, jump, and as soon as you jump, you hold right just a little bit, and then you release right. And you want to be holding forward the entire time. I haven't done that in a while, so. Damn, I'm really bad at it. Wait, hang on. Okay, like that. So yeah, that's the idea. Just jump, hold right a little bit, then release right. Because if you hold right the entire time, you just won't make it. It'll push you, it will push you against the invisible collision that you're trying to land on. And if you don't hold it at all, you'll just get pushed like that. So yeah, really precise trick. And once you get it, you walk here, jump from here to here. Fastest way to do that is to jump about here, and then you just run off and jump straight away to here. If you don't like that, just jump here, stop, and jump on this torch thingy, and then jump here. If you don't want to do chest skip and you just want to watch this cutscene, as I said, it's only a 17-second time loss. A backwalk into this cutscene will speed it up by a little bit. If I can actually get the backwalk. Not sure how much it saves, but it saves a little bit.
Pass deg her for å komme trygt for å åpne spillet når du går ut på brettet, Harry. Vær veldig forsiktig.
Alright, so chess is always the same pattern. You basically walk diagonally the entire time, like this. And you're done.
Kom, så går vi videre.
Here, you can get an hyper jump on these stairs to skip a little bit of walking. Doesn't save much because you have to wait for your money.
Du
Anyways,
må visst velge den riktige eliksiren.
yeah.
Vær forsiktig. Hold budskap. Du må visst velge denne. Hold nøye oppsyn. med den
Alright,
riktige
so the
eliksiren.
last very hard trick of this category, it's potion skip. Basically, you can skip having to do this puzzle with the potion by just jumping like this. So my visual cue is basically as soon as you step on this on the first step right here, you jump, and the angle that you want to have is like facing like this line right here. It's on the wall, like, yeah, basically this line right here. That's where you want to aim at. So like this, and then jump on the third step, and you're good. It's not extremely difficult, but it can be kind of tricky. Here, you want to jump here to this ledge. It skips this cutscene right here. Grab the save book, 'cause why not? Before you enter this room, cast on this block 3 times,
Nintendo.
then trigger this cutscene.
Jeg lurte på du
So
venter
here,
på en annen
hold
vei.
right and
Så var
just
det meg.
smash jump.
Du er
You want to do
altfor
2 jump to
nysgjerrig
the
til å
right,
fortsette å leve.
this. Now push this block 3 times. If I can actually push it. Usually, Quirrell will push this block, which is annoying, but yeah,
Nintendo.
nothing you can do about that, unfortunately.
Nintendo. Nintendo.
So push this block until,
Nintendo.
oh my god, please.
Nintendo.
Push this block until it's between these two platform here. Nice. Also, yeah, you want to grab this frog right here. It's better.
Nintendo.
And then push this block until it's between these two platforms. If you want to play it safe, you can push this block to like right here, and this block to like over here-ish. But yeah, the fastest way to do this part is to do it this way. You just let her up here and let her up here. Sometimes Quirrell will snipe you in the air. There's not much you can do about it. It kind of sucks, but yeah.
For det skal du ikke klare igjen.
Right, you want to make sure you're full health when you enter the fight, because you want to take some intentional damage, because it saves a little bit. Grab 3 frogs, or like, yeah, if you don't get any hit during this part, like moving the blocks, you usually only need 2 frogs. Since I took 1 hit, I needed an extra. And backwalk in this cutscene saves a little bit. Hold forward during this cutscene because it skips a little bit of dialogue. Right here,
Gi meg
like that. That skips a little bit of dialogue.
herre.
Alright, when you start, you hold forward and right, because you want to go behind this pillar and hit Voldemort with it. Then stand at the left of this mirror, wait until Voldemort moves, and then hold backward and go behind the mirror. Then do the same thing here, go behind this pillar, hit him with it. Then you do the same thing on the other side, stand on the right of the mirror, then as soon as Voldemort starts moving, go behind the mirror. Right, so here we need to use this statue at least once, and every other time we're gonna do intentional damage. After you gotta reload the save to explain that. So yeah, stand here, backwalk, use this pillar. Same thing on the other side. Wait until he moves, then start holding back. Alright, so here, as I said, you use this statue once. After the spell hits this statue, hold forward and right. I failed it, that's cool. Okay, well, I'll show it again since I took 1 hit anyways. You hold forward and right until Quirrell moves, and then you can go behind the mirror. Right, so usually, well, because I took 1 hit, I couldn't do that, but usually you only want to use the statue once, and then the rest of the time you just take intentional damage. So my visual cues usually, I look at when, because basically I'm gonna do a save. If you do it good, Voldemort won't even move, and it will save you like 2 seconds. So like this. And you can just, yeah, hit him with his spell straight away. If you backwalk too early, Voldemort starts moving, it's kind of bad. So I usually look at when Voldemort starts casting the spell, like as soon as I see his animation of him casting the spell, I cast once, I cast the second time, then I start backwalking. And then I go behind the mirror. You do that for the 3rd time. And then time. Timing ends on the final hit. So yeah, that was HP1 Glitchless. Not a very hard category. Yeah. If you have any question about a trick of this category, or installing the X story, or having the game in window mode, or like anything else, you can ask on the HP Discord, which you can find on the speedrun.com page of any Harry Potter game. Yeah, that's about it. So